20 years ago, severe flooding hit 7 counties across New Hampshire, leaving behind more than $100 million in damage. Since then, state and local leaders have worked to limit the impact of future storms. The flood was so powerful, the Suncook River carved a new path, shifting course for nearly a mile, and it never went back. This is what the river looks like today. Very different from what the map showed 25 years ago. Repairs and improvements are still being made today in one of the hardest hit communities, Newmarket. The Lamprey River runs right through downtown, and because it's tidal, river conditions can change fast. During the flood, water was even rushing over the McAllen Dam, but it held. Still, downtown businesses filled with water, roads started to buckle, and cars were lifted right off the street. In the end, the damage was so bad, much of the downtown had to be rebuilt.
Because there was a lot of extensive damage from the floods, a lot of washouts, a lot of infrastructure that just couldn't handle it and needed to be upsized. So the sizes of the pipes have been increased to handle increased capacity, and also some diversion or redirection.
Following the 2006 flood, a $1 million grant helped launch the New Hampshire Stream Crossing Initiative. A stream crossing is anywhere where water passes under a road or rail line, including through wetlands.
One of the recommendations that came out after those 05, 06, 07 storms was to get the data to assess where are the state's culverts at in terms of flood vulnerability.
Since then, more than 20,000 crossings across New Hampshire have been assessed, looking at flood risk and structural conditions. The program brings together several state agencies focusing on flooding, habitat, and public safety, and helping communities secure funding for costly crossing repairs.
We've been rocking these data assessments for almost 20 years now. We have a lot of data, and we're getting into the phase where we're figuring out how can we use the data and bring the data to the towns that can use it.
And the data is striking. Half of the assessed crossings do not match the stream size. 42% are listed in bad condition. 71% restrict aquatic passage through the culverts, and 70% are at risk of flooding during a 100-year storm. Back in Newmarket, a bridge on Bay Road over Lubberland Creek has long been a problem.
The road used to overtop frequently, and several times even after the Mother's Day flood. The Mother's Day flood was a big one, and then every year or two afterwards, it was washing away.
The culvert was rebuilt in 2019.
It flows freely. We don't have to be concerned about it when we're having a storm, or when the storm happens to be on top of high tide. We can rest assured that this one's going to be all set.
And the work that started after the 2006 flood continues today.
The town of Newmarket is doing a lot to become more resilient, driven by the experience of the flooding from the Mother's Day flood in 2006.
I mean, there are people ready to go. And so I think that's the biggest change from 20 years ago, when flooding was less on the forefront and less on the cusp of people's minds.
On WMUR.com, you'll find a link to the New Hampshire Stream Crossing Initiative's live map, where you can check the status of culverts in your community. About 20% still need to be assessed. We've also posted information on training sessions later this month if you'd like to help with those assessments. In the studio, I'm Kevin Skarupa, WMUR News 9.